Hey you guys, welcome back to All Things Equilateral. I am so excited. September is over, and guess what I have for you today? My September book haul. I know, didn't I just do an August one? So the first book in September that I bought was, actually I pre-ordered it, and it's by Christina Lauren, Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. Christina Lauren, who are two different people, Christina and Lauren, they write the best rom-com style plots that I know of. In fact, one of them, Roomies, is going to be turned into a movie soon, or they're writing the script for it. But this is about Hazel, who knows that she's a lot to handle. She's got a lot of pets and a thrill for the absurd. She also has a lack of filter. Josh has known Hazel since college, and he's kind of more mellow. This almost sounds like my husband and I, you know, minus the lack of filter. I am very diplomatic. But anyway, they meet 10 years later, and after a cheating girlfriend turned Josh's life upside down, going out with Hazel has been a breath of fresh air. Not that they date, at least not each other, because setting each other up on progressively terrible double-blind dates so they can hang out together means there's nothing between them, right? Oh my God. I love this so much. Okay, the next book is one that I've been waiting for by a beloved author, Victoria Schwab, her middle grade City of Ghosts. This is the UK edition. You guys, it's so pretty. I really love this edition. And it's about Cass, who can pull back the veil that separates the living from the dead so she can see ghosts. Her parents start hosting a TV show about the world's most haunted places. How horrifying. And they head off to Edinburgh. And so here, poor Cass, you know, graveyards and castles and secret passageways and restless phantoms. So this sounds perfect. Perfect for October. The next book is part of my Contemporary-a-thon TBR that my husband chose. It is Brown Girl Dreaming by Jacqueline Woodson. It's about her life in the 70s and 80s as an African-American child. So I read a couple of poems already, and it's written in verse. They just, no wonder it gets all the awards. I mean, it's beautiful and sad and touching and funny. Okay, no surprise here because I'm a huge Cassandra Clare fan and a Holly Black fan. So I got the last book, The Golden Tower, in the Magisterium series by Holly and Cassie. Now, truth be told, I've yet to read this series. I tried to listen to it, but the audiobook of the very first one, The Iron Trial, there's something about the narrator that was just annoying. I don't even remember what it was, but I couldn't stand listening to him talk. So I think I'm going to read these books, and now that the series is complete, I can read all of them. There's 5 of them total at once. The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I keep seeing that book absolutely everywhere, and my copy is yet to arrive from the book depository. In fact, I went to Barnes & Noble during their big 50% off sale asking for it, and they were out. No surprise there. It just seems to be hugely popular. But Taylor Jenkins Reid also wrote this book, Maybe in Another Life. And this plot, you guys, so hooked right here because it's about Hannah Martin, who's 29 years old, and she has lived in 6 different countries and has had meaningless jobs since she graduated from college. But she runs in to her high school boyfriend Ethan on this one night when she's back. She goes back to her hometown of Los Angeles, which you guys, you know I love LA. And 2 things happen. She somehow starts 2 concurrent timelines. One where she, at the end of the night of meeting Ethan, takes off with her friend Gabby, and one she lives with Ethan. So there's 2 separate timelines that we follow. And if you know anything about me, you know I love that stuff. I love any sort of like time travel-y, or you know, where there's 2 possibilities or even 2 characters witnessing the same thing. That just speaks to me. Heretics Anonymous by Katie Henry. Again, Kat and I kept going back and forth, like, should we get this? Should we not get this? This was also at the Barnes & Noble sale. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just pick it up because it just sounds funny. So this is about Michael, who's an atheist, and he walks through the doors of St. Clair, a strict Catholic school. And, you know, it's because his dad made him move again. He encounters Lucy, who is not just a Catholic, but wants to be a priest, which, as we know, currently not possible. So the two of them, as St. Clair's outcasts, start a club called the Heretics Anonymous Club. It's a debut novel. It just sounds really funny. So for those of you who follow me on Instagram, and it's real easy, I'm Sophie Rigsby on Instagram. I love Jen Talks audiobooks and Lisa's Books and Smiles channel, and Jen started a book club on Goodreads called Happily Ever Afters Book Club. They're reading Kristen Higgins' Good Luck with That, which I have not. I see Kristen Higgins books all the time because, you know, I shop at Target and Walmart, my usual places, but I've not picked up anything by her. This book is about three women, Emerson, Georgia, and Marley, and they've been best friends since they met at a weight loss camp for teens. Emerson tragically passes away. Her final wish is for her best friends to conquer the fears they still carry as adults. For each of them, that means something different. For Marley, it means coming to terms with the survivor's guilt she has carried around since her twin sister's death. For Georgia, it's about learning to stop to live up to her mother's and brother's ridiculous standards and learning to accept the love her ex-husband has tried to give her. Oh my gosh, this sounds like a tear-jerker. Jen, you said happily ever after, right? The next book, and it's a little controversial. The author is Colleen Hoover. I think that most of us know the controversy surrounding it, but if you don't, just Google witty novels Colleen Hoover and you'll see. I adore witty, and so do my girls, and I think that when she dissects a book, her comments are always spot on and very, very accurate. And so she called Colleen out for some potentially abusive and very kind of sexist writing. So November 9 is the book. But then again, Jen Talks audiobooks, adores her, and has read this very book multiple times. I've yet to read a Colleen Hoover book, and Lisa Books and Smiles loves her as well. I read a short story. It was Cinderella's something or other, and honestly, it probably wasn't fair to Colleen for me to say it was very like tropey and kind of like weird and predictable, and basically it was just like one sex scene, and I was just like, what? Huh? So probably not fair to her because it's part of another book she's written. But this plot sounded interesting, and it's about a girl named Fallon and a guy named Ben who's an aspiring novelist, and it's the day of her scheduled cross-country move. They have this attraction that develops in Fallon's last day in Los Angeles, and she becomes the inspiration for Ben's novel. But they separate, they live separate lives, except once a year on, that's right, November 9th, they get together and they meet. So, you know, is Ben doing this to kind of get a plot twist in his book, or, you know, what's in it for them? I don't know. It's pretty short. I'm going to give it a whirl. I'm going to see what the controversy is about. I think Colleen has rewritten a couple of the sentences or paragraphs that were particularly deemed offensive. So this is a brand new version or brand new book, so I'm thinking I have the rewritten parts. We'll see. And the last book, I love nothing more than a good mystery when weather is all like chilly and sunny, but like the air has a bite in it. And so I picked up The Death of Mrs Westaway by Ruth Ware. Now I haven't read Ruth's other book or books, but this one, it promises to be heart-pounding, twisty, and a thriller I won't be able to put down. Let's see if that's true. It's about Harriet Westaway, who receives an unexpected letter telling her she's inherited a substantial estate from her Cornish grandmother. It seems like the answer to her prayers. She owes money, so this is some fast cash. The one problem she has is Hal's grandparents died more than 20 years ago. The letter has been sent to the wrong person. The other thing is Hal is a fortune teller, so, you know, she can claim to be the person that she's not. It sounds good. It really does. So that was my September book haul. So what did you get in September? Let me know down below. Give me a like, won't you? And please hit subscribe because, you know, I'm trying to upload more frequently now. Trying to get into the rhythm of things. What will ruin this is probably my kids have the first week of October off in their school districts, so who knows. But, you know, mayhem, travel adventures, I don't know. We'll see. Stay tuned. And thanks for watching. See you next time. Cut.